When was the last time that you did absolutely nothing? You literally sat down somewhere and you just sat there with your own thoughts. I know, right? It's a bit creepy. Not scrolling on your phone, not catching up on emails, not binge watching a new show, just nothing. If you're struggling to think of a time, you're not alone. Because in this modern day and modern world, whatever you call it, that glorifies productivity and hustle, doing nothing feels almost rebellious. I feel like, it's like we've forgotten how to be still, how to exist without constantly checking off boxes or seeking distractions. But here's the thing, doing nothing isn't lazy, it's an art, and it's one we desperately need to reclaim. Today, I'm gonna look into the lost art of doing nothing, why I think it's important and why we suck at it, and maybe help you guys and myself how to rediscover its power in a world that never seems to stop. Let's start with the obvious. We're addicted to being busy. Our brain can't comprehend otherwise. Ask somebody how they're doing and chances are they'll say, busy. As if being constantly occupied is a badge of honor. But why though? Why do we equate busyness with success, worth, and even happiness sometimes? Well, part of it is cultural. We live in a society that values productivity above all else. If you're not working, planning, or achieving something, you're seen as wasting time. Then there's the distraction factor. We're surrounded by devices, notification, and endless streams of content. Even when we have a rare moment of downtime, we fill it with scrolling, texting, or watching. It's like we're allergic to silence. But here's the truth. Constant busyness doesn't make us happier or more fulfilled. In fact, it often does the opposite. When we're always doing, we lose the ability to just simply be. Just try this thing next time. When people will ask you, what did you do last time or what are you planning on doing? Just try telling them this. Nothing. I'm just gonna exist. That's it. I'm just gonna sit on the couch. And you'll find out that their reactions are quite out of the normal. Try that next time. If doing nothing is so beneficial, why is it so hard? Here, the answer lies in our brains and our expectation. First, there's the guilt. When you stop, even for a moment, that little voice in your head chimes in. Shouldn't you be doing something? It reminds us of our to-do list, our goals, and the endless task of waiting for our attention. But then there's the discomfort. For many of us, stillness feels unnatural. We're so used to constant stimulation that the absence of it feels almost unbearable. Our minds wander, boredom creeps in, and then we reach for our phones out of habit. And finally, there's the fear. Doing nothing means confronting ourselves, our thoughts, our emotions, and sometimes the things we've been avoiding. It's easier to stay busy than to face what's really going on the inside. Despite the challenges, science shows that doing nothing is incredibly good for us. It's like a reset button for your brain. When we've constantly focused on tasks, our brains operate in what's called the task-positive network. Don't get me wrong, this is great for productivity, but is exhausting over time. Doing nothing allows our brains to switch to the default mode network, a state associated with creativity, reflection, and problem solving. In other words, doing nothing isn't just your normal break. It's where some of our best ideas and insight happen. It's the reason you often have those aha moments in the shower or while staring out the window. Beyond creativity, doing nothing also reduces stress, improves focus, and enhances our overall well-being. It's a chance to recharge, to reconnect with ourselves, and to remember that we're human beings, not human doings. So how do we bring doing nothing back into our life? It starts with intention. Step 1. Create yourself a space. Block out time in your schedule for nothing. It might feel strange at first, but treat it similar to an appointment. With yourself though. No screens, no distraction, just you and the moment. Step 2. Embrace boredom. Boredom isn't something to fear. It's something to welcome. Let your mind wander. Stare at the ceiling or watch the clouds go by. Give yourself permission to feel unproductive because this is where magic happens. Step 3. Start small. Doing nothing doesn't have to mean meditating for hours or sitting in silence all day. It could also be as simple as sipping your coffee without checking your phone or taking a walk without headphones. And finally, step 4. Be kind to yourself. If your mind starts racing or you feel the urge to grab your phone, don't judge yourself. It's natural. The art of doing nothing takes practice, especially in a world that's always demanding your attention. Remember that in a world that never stops, the art of doing nothing is more important than ever. It's not about abandoning your productivity or rejecting ambition. It's about finding balance. It's about remembering that life isn't just about what you achieve, but about how you feel, how you connect, and how you exist as a person. The next time you feel the urge to fill out every moment, maybe just pause and give yourself the gift of doing nothing. You might just find that is the most productive thing you'll ever do. In this journey, bring maybe stillness back into your lives, one quiet moment at a time. After all, sometimes the best way forward is to simply stop and enjoy the view.